Hey guys, I'm Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing, and we empower small businesses to succeed online. And we do that by simplifying all of this internet marketing stuff. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to know how to do websites for window cleaners. Okay, I'm going to show you the right way. Hardly anybody else is talking about this stuff, and this will give you a huge advantage. So let's get started right now. All right, if you take advantage of the stuff I'm about to show you, if you actually execute on the stuff I'm about to show you, you will be able to beat out the big companies and the franchises. It'll also protect you in case there's any sort of economic downturn. This is basic stuff. You don't need to be techie. You don't need to be a marketing guy. You don't need to be a web programmer. None of that stuff. I'm going to teach you about principles. Anybody, any business owner that is competent will be able to execute on this stuff and do very, very well, okay? So right now, before we get started, I want to call your attention to the link below this video. Okay, it's a free 30-minute consultation. This is not a sales call. So when you're going through this video, you start having some questions, write them down, okay? Or if you get stuck, or if you want somebody to go through your website and give you some powerful advice, okay? I want you to book a 30-minute session with us. The first 30 minutes is free. That's a $97 value. Take advantage of this, guys, okay? It's free. You have nothing to lose, and this will speed you to success. All right, so I am going to pull up my PowerPoint here. All right, guys, so the way that I look at the internet is as if it's a battlefield, okay? There's a lot of competition out there. You know what I'm talking about. And someone in your town is gunning for you, okay? There's definitely one or more people gunning for you on this battlefield. The way that I look at your website is like your tank, okay? Your website is your tank when you enter this battle. And what's really on the line when we're talking about this stuff? Okay, so for any business, anybody who's got the balls to start a business, you know that failure is right around the corner. Anything can take you out at any time. You have that fear. I have that fear. Every business owner has that fear because we know it's a real possibility. Okay, so we need to do everything we can to prevent failure because you probably have a mortgage, you probably have a family to feed. There is a lot on the line here, okay? And the website can really set you up for success. It's not some cutesy little thing that's nice to have for your business anymore, okay? It's essential. It's powerful, okay? Now, what are you going to bring to this battlefield? That's the big question, okay? Are you going to bring this? Are you going to bring a little toy to the battlefield? Are you going to bring a weak little website? Or are you going to bring this? You're going to bring something powerful so you can actually win this battle, get the calls, book the jobs, and make a better life for you and your family, all right? Now, the good news is 95% of business websites out there are getting it wrong, and I'm going to show you why, okay? It's not your fault, but there's basically two types of web designers out there. There's the artist who wants to make everything look pretty, and then there's like the internet geek that wants to do all the coding and the programming and make the website super functional. Both of them are necessary. You need both of these skills, and there's a lot of people in between as well. But there's something missing. What's missing? Why is your website not getting the calls it deserves? Why is it not getting the response that it should? Okay? Well, what's missing is proven marketing principles. These are timeless principles that don't change, okay? That work on in any type of business on every website, okay? So these guys up here, this guy thinks a pretty website's going to get you calls. This guy thinks that really good coding is going to get you calls, but they're both wrong. I mean, and it's not their fault. They just don't know better. They're not marketers, okay? So we're going to take all that stuff, all the good stuff that those guys do, and we're also going to add proven marketing principles on top of that. And here's some proof, okay? So one of our clients, Tony, we did a website, our company designed a website for him with all these marketing principles I'm about to share with you. He went from $25K a year to $250K a year. And he says, I give credit to you for making a significant impact on the success of my business by creating a website that actually works. That's the key. Actually works. Those are the key words. Actually works. Okay. We're not looking to just we want a pretty website. Yes, we want an impressive website that pops and that makes you look good and gives you those warm, fuzzy feelings and that your friends will look at you and tell you how awesome you are. Yes, we want all that stuff, okay? But more importantly, we want this website to work. We want it to be a salesperson for us. We want it to bring in the calls, bring in the work, bring in the jobs, period, okay? Now, so basically we want to equip your website with the most powerful marketing principles. So here's a picture of a tank. Now we're going to start talking about all these little pieces that are going to give you the most powerful tank on the battlefield. Who am I to even talk about this? I'm Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing Inc. Okay, been in business since 2009. At the time of making this video, I've got 5 employees. Okay, we're a small team up here in beautiful Missoula, Montana. All right, and we focus on web design that works for this industry, and then getting Google traffic over to it, SEO and all that stuff, and AdWords, stuff like that. We have over 940 clients in 4 different countries, which means that we have some insight that a lot of other web designers are not going to have. We get a lot of feedback from people, and I'm huge on determining, number 1, what works, and then number 2, what does not work. So we can take away the stuff that is just a waste of time, a waste of your money. All right, and this is a complete solution. This video that you're watching right now is part of a video series that I'm going to give you guys specifically for window cleaners. Okay, so we're talking about Google SEO for window cleaners, Google AdWords, Google reviews. This one specifically is all about the website. Notice I'm using a phone when I say website, and I'll talk about that in a second. So let's break it down. The 5 simple things. This is where you get your paper, you get your pen, and you start writing stuff down, because this is going to change your business. It's going to change your life if you pay attention, okay? We're going to go over mobile first, okay? We're going to go over phones. Creating what's called a clarity headline. We're going to talk about call to action, okay? We're going to craft the About Us page, a powerful About Us page, and then we're going to talk about instant trust symbols, okay? Simple stuff, guys. Simple stuff that you can understand and you can execute on. Number one thing we're going to talk about, number one simple thing we're going to talk about is going mobile first. 80 to 90% of the people will see you on their phone first. That's a fact. That's not my opinion, okay? That comes from Google, all right? And notice that I'm not talking about mobile friendly. I crossed out mobile friendly because everybody's like, well, Joe, I have a website and my web designer said it's mobile friendly. I don't care if it's mobile friendly. I mean, that's great. You want it to be mobile friendly, but that's 5 years ago, okay? Now what we want is mobile first, okay? So Google mobile first if you want to learn more about it. But here's an example, and here's what's going to set the men apart from the boys when it comes to this website stuff. Okay, here's my website, bigwestmarketing.com, if you want to check it out and see what I'm talking about. If you go to the homepage of our website, okay, or any page on the website, you're going to see a big tap to call button. Okay, notice that right there. We're also going to have a tap to text button, which I'm going to show you in a second, which is awesome. We also got a big bold button in a contrasting color that says get a free consultation now. And then along the bottom, we have this bar. Okay, it's got 3 things. It's got another tap to call button. It's got another tap to text button, and it's got a link over to my YouTube channel because obviously I do a lot of video marketing stuff. All right. 6 different things on the homepage before you go to another page, before you scroll down, before you do anything. 6 things in your face that allows you to contact me, because I don't know about you, but I want to get calls for my business. That's how I generate profit, okay? By helping people out. But they have to talk to me before I can help them out. Okay, you see how powerful this is? You need to do this for your website. Real quick, I want to talk about the tap to text button right here. This is cool. This is something we developed that you must get on your website. I don't care if we do it, if you figure it out yourself, if you hire your web designer to do it, whatever. But you need a tap to text button on your website in this industry. It's huge because a lot of people don't want to commit to a phone call. They want to do a quick little text that you then turn into a phone call. But all that happens is they hit this button, okay, on your website. It opens up their text program, populates your phone number in there, and they're ready to go. Just send you a quick little message, okay? And like I said, then you turn it into work. You turn it into a job. You use your skills, your sales skills after that. So what you want to do is make sure your website is button heavy. People are hitting buttons all day long on their phones, and so are you, okay? We all are. We're programmed to do that. So why not put buttons on your website? Just go right along with that. Most people have a tiny little phone number, no call to action, or you got to scroll down to even find the phone number. I mean, come on, guys. Make it easy for people to get a hold of you. Stop making it hard on yourself and your clients, okay? So I look at like the website buttons as like the artillery on a tank. This is the artillery that we're going to be firing into the battlefield, okay? And nobody else has powerful artillery like this in your market. I would almost guarantee it, unless we did a website for them. Okay, simple thing number 2, your clarity headline. What do you do in one short, powerful statement? Now, as a window cleaner, you probably have lots of other services. You might do pressure washing, you might do commercial, residential. Like there's all these different things that you could possibly put in your headline. But if you put too much, you're going to confuse people. Okay, you need your number one big service, which is probably window cleaning. Okay, and then you want to make it crystal clear. Do not clutter it up with all your other services. You can still have other services, just don't list them all in the headline on the home page. Okay, you have the separate pages for each one. You have a list for them. You have drop downs. Fine, but the clarity headline needs to be the one, and you need to be crystal clear. So the bottom line is, if you confuse, you lose. If you put a bunch of services all up in front of their face at one time, a lot of people's brains will shut down, and they'll be like, nope, I need something crystal clear, and they go on to your competitor. Okay? Create a simple headline that explains what you do and who you do it for in a short, powerful statement. So here's where you get your pen and paper out and you write this down. Pause the video if you need to, but notice how simple this is. All we're going to do is write down, we provide exceptional blank to blank. It's that easy. I told you this was simple, guys. I told you this was simple stuff. Okay? Let me give you an example of what we do for our business. And this may change in the future, but for right now, this is killing it for our business, okay? And you need to do something very similar to this. We provide web design and online marketing services to small business. In 3 seconds, you know what we do and if you're a good fit for our company, okay? Do you own a small business? Yes. Do you need web design and online marketing services? Probably. Okay, so the bottom line, once again, is if you confuse, you lose. Okay, I look at the clarity statement as like the cannon on your tank. You roll into that battlefield with a big, powerful cannon. People know exactly what you came to do. They know that you came to play. That's how I look at the clarity headline, all right? Let's move on. Simple thing number 3, call to action. Now we're going to tell them what to do. They know what we do. Now let's tell them what to do. If you don't tell people what to do, it's kind of like expecting your kids to clean their rooms versus telling them they need to. So if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. I've got 2 little girls, and when they come over on the weekends, it's hey girls, you need to clean your rooms before you play with the iPad. That's the rule, and it's been that way for a year and a half, something like that. So they know it. They know they need to clean their rooms. Do I still have to tell them every time? Absolutely. Okay, it's the same thing with your clients. And the funny thing is, according to Small Business Trends, 70% of small business websites lack a call to action. Okay, there's even a whole book called Don't Make Me Think written on this subject. Here's an example. Write this one down. Free estimates, call now, phone number. Can you do that? Can you put that on your website? Once again, exactly like this. Free estimates, call now, phone number. Did you know that if you put the words call now before your phone number, you'll double or triple the amount of people that actually call because you're telling them? And you're like, well, Joe, I've got a phone number on my website. People know they're supposed to call it. You would think so, right? This is a marketing principle. This is deep psychology. This is subconscious stuff. This isn't stuff that people are logically thinking about. When they see the words call now, they're much like twice to triple as likely to actually do it. And notice that on the buttons, when we were talking about buttons on the website before, on the mobile first website, I put tap to call, tap to text. I didn't just have a picture of my phone number on a button. I didn't just have a pretty picture of a phone on my button. Okay, I have words that tell people what to do. Tap to call. Okay, and think about this, like those late night infomercials, they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to put these commercials on the air, to make them and then put them on the air. You think they're going to chance putting a little phone number at the bottom and hoping people see that and call? No, they're in this game to make money, and you should be too. So put the words call now on your website, on your business card, on your van wrap, on billboards. I don't care where you advertise. Make sure you put the words call now before your phone number, period. Okay? All right, now I look at the call to action as like the trigger on the tank. So you load this powerful artillery into this cannon, okay? And now you're gonna fire these call to actions away. Call now, do this now, free estimates, call now, bang, bang. You get the point? All right, simple thing number 4, your powerful About Us page. All right, now, here's a fact. This is not my opinion, this is a fact. The second most visited page other than the home page is the About Us page, but it's also the most neglected. Okay? I didn't believe this until I put what's called a heat map on one of my websites. So this little screenshot of a website here. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. This little screenshot here is one of my websites. Gets about 2,000 to 3,000 unique visitors every month. So I figure it's a good website to get some strong data from. Okay, I put this little program called a heat map on here, and what it does is it'll tell me, only me, that who's clicking on my website and exactly where they're clicking. So like the red dots, that's where I get the most clicks. The green, second most, blue spots on here on the outside of the green, that's where I get the fewest amount of clicks. It looks like a weather map or something like that. But notice the About Us, big red dot that nothing else has. Okay. That tells me that the About Us is getting more clicks than anything else on my homepage. What do? I go straight to my About Us page and I soup that thing up. Man, I make it that powerful. How do we do this? You create an About Us page that tells people your story and connects with people. Okay? So do not regurgitate your homepage or your services or what you do. On the About Us page, you're going to talk about you, your team, your family, and it's going to get personal. It's going to get warm and mushy. Go to the About Us page on BigWestMarketing.com, our website. I got profiles and stories for all the employees, even my dog. Even my Labradoodle dog has their own profile picture and story. You know why? Because it's powerful. Okay? Talk about why you started your business. Talk about why you love your business. Use personal pictures. Use video. My dad has a service business, and on his About Us page, he puts this picture and tells a story about how he went to the Philippines, started a nonprofit for little kids that need to go to school because they're too poor to even go to public school, how he helps them out, gets them clothes, school supplies, all this good stuff. Has nothing to do with his business, has to do with him. But people are looking at several different websites and deciding who to work with, and they're like, I want to work with this guy. This guy's doing something cool. This is the kind of person I want to work with. So think about that. You don't have to do something this extreme, but think about that when you're creating your powerful About Us page. It will set you apart from the big companies. I promise you. I had a service business, okay, that I sold in 2014, and I did this, and it was amazing. It was amazing going into people's homes and they feel like they already know me. I give them warm feelings of trust before I've ever met them, by simply creating a nice, warm, personal About Us page. Do it, guys. I look at the About Us page as like equipping your tank with like the traction, like powerful traction to move you down the battlefield, okay? You don't want to chance the traction on your tank, do you? Simple thing number 5, we're talking about instant trust symbols. Now, you're probably doing some of this already, but you can take it to a new level. Suggested trust symbols that I'm telling you should put on your website. Take your top 3 testimonials, put them on the home page, okay? Video is best, but if you don't have video testimonials, that's okay. Try to get some. But the 3 top ones go there. You can have 150 other testimonials. That's fine. Put that on its own testimonials page, but the top 3 go in the home. Then start adding logos for associations and organizations, logos for product and industry brands, guarantee badges, social media graphics, okay? All of this kind of stuff needs to be on your website. It builds trust, okay? And so they don't know. People are going to know your brands and your associations and your products. Like, people don't care. But they see these little icons, these little graphics, these little trust symbols. Once again, marketing principle, psychological stuff. They see that on your website, but not on somebody else's. You have all of a sudden gained instant trust. You understand how powerful that is? All of this kind of stuff, put it on your website. Let's recap the 5 simple things. I'm telling you guys, if you do these 5 simple things, you will blow the competition away in your town because nobody's doing this stuff. Okay? Now, we talked about going mobile first, making your website button heavy, create that powerful clarity headline, tells what you do, who you do it for, have a distinct call to action, tell them what to do, don't expect them to call you, tell them to call you. Craft a powerful About Us page that connects with human people, okay? And then use instant trust symbols, okay, to build that trust instantly. All right. Now, this is, like I said, this is a complete solution. This video is part of a complete solution. It is a series of videos I made for window cleaners, SEO, AdWords, how to get reviews. Go watch all of these. I put links to all of these videos below this video. Go watch them all. Now, if you're a client of Big West Marketing, all of this is taken care of for you. We like to make this as simple as possible for our clients so you can focus on what you do best. Now, if you are not a client of Big West Marketing, right now we are offering a free consultation up to 30 minutes. That's normally a $97 value, so take advantage of this right now. Just call or click on the link to schedule a day and time that works best for you. So, if you're tired of being confused and overwhelmed, then contact us today. Someone from our office will show you step by step what you need to do to be successful online. If you are ready for a real solution, contact us today.